Welcome to the court gallery. Today we're sitting in on a tense preliminary hearing. The case kicks off with two defendants facing assault and firearms charges after allegedly shooting at a car on the 4th of July. The prosecution calls its two star witnesses the women in the car, and under cross-examination, their timelines and descriptions begin to show some serious cracks, leading to incredibly heated exchanges with the defense. But the drama doesn't end there. After the testimony wraps, the male defendant finds himself in even hotter water, facing allegations that he violated a no-contact order within minutes of it being issued. From the jail phone. You can't make this stuff up. And it all starts right now. Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Whitney Callum, 26-01796. People of the state of Michigan versus Candace Terry, 26-01798.
Ross Marshby on behalf of the people of both files.
William Amadeo, 76194, Miss Howell, who is standing by defense counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Stephen Feigelson appearing on behalf of Terry Candace this morning, Your Honor.
The matter was scheduled today for a preliminary examination for assault attempted to murder and weapons and police officer assault charges for Mr. Terry. And Madison, we're ready to proceed at this time.
That is correct, Your Honor. We have witnesses present already to proceed.
Defense counsel ready to proceed, Judge.
Those defendant for Mr. Candace is Your Honor. I do want to point out that he does have another matter that needs to be weighed on the same thing. Matter in which Ms. Hallam is the alleged victim.
Got it. Okay, well, we'll find that file before the end of this exam or sometime after that. On this matter, you can call your first witness unless there's preliminary matters.
Yes, I just would note for the record that the people are obviously there were allegations of immediate contempt of court on behalf of both parties after the GCC last week. My request will be that we will be able to present our evidence today. I will be requesting that we have a different date set for fine over arguments. And Detective Wilson has been assigned to review the contempt allegations and have a report by tomorrow. Obviously, we can cross that bridge when we get there. Despite the charges, it is a pretty straightforward fact pattern that I don't think it would be difficult to do fine over arguments on it. But obviously, maybe the witness will get in here and wind up being very complicated. So I'll defer to the court ultimately. That's what my question.
Sounds good. Any other preliminary matters?
I guess the only preliminary matter I have is I was told by your officer that my client was kicked this morning by the alleged victim. They had to separate her. So that's what she told me. I'm sorry. Okay. That you were kicked this morning?
Yeah, I was sitting on the second bench and both of the victims walked past me. One of the girls was wearing boots because I really didn't look up or wanted to look at them whatsoever. Whatever one that was wearing boots, kind of like pushing on me the first time.
In the hallway?
No, I was sitting in here. Actually, it was right in the courtroom, and then they went
Get
back.
you in the courtroom?
Yeah, I went back by again, and then she came back through again, and then bumped my leg again, and then they were mumbling something. I don't know. That's when I got up and I walked out into the hallway.
About what time was this?
I would say about 9. Well, it might have been a little earlier than that. It might have been like 8:38, 8:37 maybe.
We'll check the cameras. Any additional preliminary matters? Not from facts, like you.
Judge, just one, I think.
You're speaking very fast and kind of, I got a couple of fans right here, so I can't hear you, and then this is walking.
Well, I can move.
It's up to you.
Just trying to be sure you can hear.
Only request you have, Your Honor, is I think there's more than one witness. We've asked for sequestration.
Sequestration is granted. By witness. What matter is Mr. Barter here? Or Sazan Barter? Is it what?
The people called Delasia Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which matter? You can grab her. Which matter are you here for?
Portfolio Recovery Associates versus Con Fan.
Oh, okay, you're a little early. When they arrive, we'll put you in the private meeting room if they arrive, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
If they don't, I will message you on the message application in Zoom, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
And is here in person.
Oh, he's here in person? Ma'am? What's your name?
Thomas. 10 a.m.
Oh, okay, this is motion to enter judgment and the attorney is on Zoom. So we'll have to get you both on Zoom. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
You can have a seat there. Did you need to take your bag somewhere?
I said it on the bench.
Okay. Okay, there's a microphone that's in front of you. The purpose of that microphone is so that it can pick up everything stated in the courtroom so that the court reporter who's sitting behind you can make a transcript of this proceeding. It's not going to make your voice louder in the courtroom. I don't think your volume is going to be an issue, but please make sure you keep your voice loud and clear, okay? All of your answers to yes or no questions must be yes or no, no head nods, head shakes, and uh-huhs, because that can't be articulated clearly into the record. Okay. If either of these attorneys say objection, you stop speaking. I need to make a ruling on that objection, and then I'll tell you if you're allowed to answer their question or not, okay?
Okay.
State your first and last name and spell both.
Delasia Thomas, DELAYJA,
You can proceed, though.
Okay, Delasia, we're gonna start with some background information, okay? Do you know someone named Canvas Terry?
Yes.
And how do you know Canvas Terry?
Ooh, that's my friend's baby daddy.
And the friend you're referring to is that Niquacia Owens.
That's all he says.
And Canvas Terry, do you see him in the room right now?
Yes.
Could you please tell me where he's sitting and describe his clothing?
He's over there to my right with the jail outfit on.
Your Honor, could the record reflect that witnesses identified the defendant as Canvas Terry?
Any objection to identification?
No, Your Honor, not for prelim purposes, Judge.
Happy New Year.
That was great.
For the record, Mr. Feigelson yelled when
Did
that.
I mean, we heard you. Very good. Thank you.
Sorry, Judge. I'm
Okay. Now, do you know someone named Whitney Hallam?
Yes.
How do you know Whitney Hallam?
That's his girlfriend.
When you say his, who is that?
Candace's.
So Whitney Hallam is Candace Terry's girlfriend?
Yes.
And do you see Whitney Hallam in the room right now?
Yes, I do.
Could you please tell me where she's sitting and describe what she's wearing?
She's to my left and she got that blouse on, that black color blouse.
Your Honor, could the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant, Mr. Armadeo's client, as Whitney Hallam?
Stipulate for prelim purposes, Your Honor.
Identification is noted. Just give me just one moment. Who do you have, David, on the iPad?
Ebony Thomas.
Ebony Thomas.
Ebony Thomas is here. Bill Horton, I think, is on that matter. I'll put you all in a private meeting room.
I appreciate it.
You can proceed.
Okay. Now we've established Quasia, Whitney, and Candace. We're going to talk about July 4th of this year, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember July 4th of this year?
Yes, I do.
And on July 4th of this year, did you find yourself at the Save On Market?
Yes.
And can you just tell us what the Save On Market is?
It's a liquor store.
And this liquor store is in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Is it in the county of Ingham?
Yes, no, I'm not sure.
Okay. It might be, but
Yeah,
in
it's
the city.
Lansing is a part of, so is it?
Ingham County.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you went to the Save on Market, who were you with?
The first time I was with my friend and Equation.
Okay. And then was there a time when you were there just with Equation?
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about you being there with Equation. Okay.
Okay.
When you were at the Save on Market with Equation, was there a time when you encountered Candace and Whitney?
Yes.
And where were Candace and Whitney when you initially saw them?
When I first saw them, I was walking into the store. Okay, and they were at the counter. We still had people in front of us, so by the time that we left, by the time we had made it out the store, they should have been at home or out the facility. Like we shouldn't have been crossed paths.
So
If that
okay.
makes sense.
So that does make sense. Just to
Okay.
parse it out a little bit, when you first entered the store, you indicated that Candace and Whitney were at the counter.
Yes,
Did
paying
it-
for their stuff.
Okay, so they were making payment, they were making their purchase.
Yes,
And at that point, was there a line at the counter?
it was multiple people in front of us.
It was the 4th of July, right?
Yes,
And after you went in, did you then go select your items and make the purchase?
I was standing at the counter in line, and my friend, she went to the back and grabbed a drink. So I was in line. I needed something behind the counter.
And your friend who was grabbing the drink, was that, I'm sorry, if we speak at the same time, it makes it difficult for the transcript. So just wait for me to finish my question for the answer. Okay. I know that's not how people talk when they're not in court. Anyway, so Naquasia was the one buying the drink.
Yes.
And by the time the two of you made it to the counter, had Whitney and Candace completed their purchase?
Yes.
And
Well, sorry for cutting off. I was already at the counter. Quasia was grabbing the drink from the back.
Yeah.
And I was already in line. They were at the cash register. So by the time Equation made it up to the line, they should have been out the store. That's how it should have worked.
were they still in the store?
Well, by the time she made it to the front, no. They were out the store.
Okay, and when you left the store, were they still in the vicinity of the store?
Not inside the store, they were outside the store though.
But
When I left.
okay, and when you left it, Naquisha leave with you?
Yeah, we were in the same car.
And after you left the building, did you come to see Whitney and Candace again?
Yeah, they were walking on this. It's like it's a side street, but it's like a one-way, but it's like a curve by the liquor store, by the store. And they were walking in the where the U-turn was.
Okay. And you indicated that you guys were in the same car. Whose car was that?
It was my rental.
So the car you had rented that you were in possession of?
Yes, at the time.
And were you the one driving?
Yes, I was.
And did the two of you get into the car together to leave?
Yes, we did.
And then did you see Whitney and Candace anywhere near the car at this point in time?
By my car, no, they were on the like I said, they were on the Michigan U. It's not Michigan U, but it's like a one-way. I don't know how to explain it, but they were on this one side street. And I was parked like the store is a one-way, so I was parked like this way, and they were walking towards this way of the store, like going towards their house.
Okay. Now, while you were in the car, did there come a time when you saw somebody with a gun?
Yes, I seen Candace have the gun, pulled it out of his underpants and passed it to Whitney, and Whitney shot my back with it.
Okay, so let's take it one step at a time.
Sorry.
You saw Candace take out the gun.
Yes, so he pulled it from his pants.
So he had it like in his
Tuck.
front waistband.
Yeah.
And before he pulled it out, were you able to see the gun?
I synced it, but it was just like it was just too much going on because when he gave it to her, she instantly like shot it or whatever. And then like when we pulled, like I heard the gun.
Let's take it a step back.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So no, I'm sorry. I have to ask your questions because there are elements of certain charges we're trying to proceed with.
Okay.
When you saw them in the store, could you see a gun on them?
No.
Okay. And when you first saw them outside of the store, could you see the gun?
No, I couldn't.
Were you able to see the gun before he started taking it out?
No, I see that when he passed it, like quickly he passed it to her and she.
But you did see him remove it from his
Yes.
pants. Okay. And then the he we're talking about, just to be clear, is Candace Terry.
Candace, yes.
The same Candace Terry you identified for.
Yes.
And who did he pass the gun to?
Whitney.
And can you describe the gun? Do you remember it all?
It was dark. I really cannot. Like I told the officers that night, I didn't
see what the gun was about. I just seen him give her the gun and she shot my back window. And the bullet is still in the window.
So
Never came out.
let's try to stay within my question. No, you're fine. You're just talking how people talk. So you could tell that it was a gun, but you didn't get a good look at the gun. Is that what you're?
I was driving, so I'm like looking in my my rear mirror.
And you saw this in the mirror?
Yeah.
And was this?
She probably, not to cut you off, she probably got a better view because I'm still trying to like pay attention to me driving and she like.
And don't worry, we're gonna hear from her as well.
That's fine.
If he's taken out from his pants, I assume was it a handgun?
Yeah, it was a small. I know it wasn't like a big gun, like like it was a small handgun, very very small.
Were you actively driving at this point in time?
I was at a stop sign.
Okay.
And then I was at a stop
Okay,
sign.
so you're at a stop sign and you saw Candace give the gun to Whitney.
Yes.
And then what did Whitney do?
She shot it, but it took me a minute to realize like I turned on Willow and realized that it wasn't raining no more, so my back window should have never been shattered or whatever. So when I pulled on Willow, I turned to the the Willow school right there. It's a new elementary school they're building on Willow and MLK. I turned right there and called the police.
Okay. So going back to when Whitney, that's helpful. When Whitney shot, was the car stopped when Whitney shot?
I was at a stop sign.
Okay. And you saw Whitney shoot?
Yes, I did.
How far from you guys, if you can recall, were Whitney and Candace when Whitney shot you?
Probably a house or two down from the stop sign, literally right there, like behind me.
And do you remember if there were other cars around the time this gun was shot?
Well, not where we were at. No.
Okay.
It wasn't no car. That was literally the only car right there. But like I said, Willow is a busy street and it is a liquor store. It was before, so it probably was cars over there. But like where we were at, no, it wasn't no other vehicle.
Okay. Thank you. And how long after Candace handed Whitney the gun did Whitney shoot it?
Immediately.
Now, you indicated you then drove a little bit away before calling the
Like
police.
a block down, and I called the police right over, like 2 streets over from the incident.
Okay. Now, you indicated that this was shot into your rental car.
Yes.
Patty, may I have the exhibit? Your Honor, may I approach the witness? Can I, yeah, I'll show. Showing Mr. Feigelson, People's One. Now showing Mr. Amadeo, People's One. Your Honor, now may I approach the witness? Now, do you recognize this picture?
Yes, this is the bullet right there.
And is this a picture of your rental car?
Yeah, this is my house. Yeah, the police pulled up to take because the next that's
No,
not.
you're fine. You're fine.
It's
You're
fine.
fine. You're a great storyteller. Does this picture fairly and accurately depict how the car looked?
Yeah.
Your Honor, this time the people move to admit Exhibit 1.
Any objections to People's One?
None from behalf of Mr. Candace.
People's One is admitted.
I'll put it over here where the judge can see it as well. Down here is this glass from the windshield. Over here. Why don't you just tell me what this is down
This
here?
is glass. This is the bullet from when Whitney shot it through the window. I have a better picture though. Can I pull it out?
No, that's
Okay.
don't
Because you
worry.
can't
There'll
really
be
tell
time.
that was the wrong
So
picture
this
that
is the
you-
back windshield.
Yes.
and
This is the
that-
glass from the window that was shot. The bullet is still in the car.
And that's where the bullet.
Well,
hit.
yes, it is.
Okay. And then now I'll go ahead and publish this to the court. Don't worry, there'll be future opportunities for additional
That's
pictures.
fine.
Now, after you called the police, did you come to make contact with the police?
Yes, I did. I waited for them to pull up. They pulled up immediately.
Did they have like lights and sirens on?
Yeah,
their car?
it was a lot of cops. They pulled up sirens, lights.
And did you then begin speaking to a police officer about what happened?
Yes, I did. I started to tell, I forgot his name, but I started to tell an officer what happened.
And
stuff.
when you were speaking to this officer, did there come a time when you saw one of the defendants?
Yes, I did. I seen Canvas. He brought him and 2 other little kids around, and then I got the police to tell him, there you go. And I was actually I was on the team that day. I ran and chased him down, and the police got him. But,
Okay,
yeah.
so you parsing out one step at a time. While you were talking to police, you saw
Cam-
Mr. Perry,
Yes, Mr. Canvas, he walked around there with,
and you saw him with children.
yes,
And did you recognize his children?
no, I didn't. Not until like they were identified
Okay.
by the his baby.
And then did you point out to the police that that was Canvas?
Yes, I did.
And then
I said, there he go. He's the one that gave her the gun.
and did the police then begin to pursue him?
Yes, chase him. He ran from the cops.
And the police who were chasing him, were they in police uniforms?
Yes.
Yeah.
They didn't have any guns out, but they were chasing him.
Okay.
I think one of them did have a taser out though.
Okay. And do you know if they like yelled out police or anything like that?
It was broad day, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They asked him to stop and he kept going. He ran back to his house and that's where they attacked him.
Okay. And you were also running with the police
Yeah, I
at one
was.
time. So when you said you were part of the team, you meant you were running along.
Yeah, he was going down because
And then did you see the police apprehend him?
He tried to resist a little bit, and that's why it was a little bit of force towards him. Yeah, I did see that.
Okay. I have no further questions at this time. Thank you.
You want to go first?
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
Good morning.
So let's talk about a few things. You said that as you were talking with law enforcement, it was broad daylight, is that correct?
No, I'm saying like it was like not broad daylight, but you could tell that was the police. That's what I meant by that.
Okay.
It wasn't broad daylight. It happened at night. No.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. No. I'm saying like you could tell that was the police. It was light sirens. Like, that's what I meant by that.
I got you. So it was nighttime, is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Let's walk back to the beginning of this incident. So you said on July 4th, you were with your friend, Miss Owens.
Correct.
Again, at a liquor store, is that correct?
Yes.
And it was dark out, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And you said you saw them in the store, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
And you said that was my client's for baby's mom, is that correct?
Correct.
Do you know if they proven that that was his child?
Well, that's neither here or there. That doesn't. I don't know that. That's he says it's his baby 1 minute, and then he says it's not. So that's not for me to decide.
Fair enough. I'll move forward. Then you said you saw them outside, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
And
When I saw them outside, they walked outside. I seen them walk outside.
okay. And did they get in the car or they walked?
No, they were walking.
And it was dark outside, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said you were driving away and it was dark outside, is that correct?
Well, it's okay. It's light. The store got lights. It was dark outside though. Yeah, it was.
So you saw them in the parking lot or were you on the road when you saw?
I was parked. I was walking out the store. I see them walking.
But you were still in the parking lot of the store.
Yes, I was.
Okay. And there was lighting up for you to see up. You said you were about 50 feet away from them, is that correct?
Correct. Like to a house or two from the front side.
And you said you never saw the gun at the store or before in his waist back or when he pulled it, is that correct?
Correct.
Did he move his lip or say or look like he was saying anything to Whitney at that time?
I mean, he's not to be funny, like he's darker, so I'm not. It's dark outside. I can't see if he's mouthing, saying thing. Like I don't.
But
No, I
could see him
just said
pull the gun, right?
I seen them pull the gun out. That was clear as day. I seen them pull the gun from out of his pants and pass it to Whitney. That's it.
You can't describe what it looked like, is that correct?
It's dark. No, I was driving. I cannot. But when they received the gun from the crime scene, they seen what gun it was. Thank you. Or when you pull the bullet out of the rental, you'll see who gun it is or what
Okay.
type of gun it was.
And and then you heard the shots, is that correct?
Correct.
And you said you waited about 2 blocks before you called the police?
I waited. I pulled to 2 blocks. It's 2 blocks over here when I called the police.
You said he was with his children at that time, is that correct?
No, he was with his children when he walked up to the officer. Oh, and I said, there he goes, there he goes. He walked up with,
And where was Whitney at that time?
She was at the house, I'm guessing. I don't know. She got it when I walked around, when he was on the ground from the officers, she was being put in handcuffs and also with his daughter.
Judge, I don't think I have any additional questions.
Thank you.
You said Mr. Terry's the baby daddy, correct?
Yes,
Where'd you get the
and
information?
possibly
Okay, where'd you get the information from?
them,
Who's them?
Terry and my friend.
Okay. So your friend told you that was her baby daddy.
Yes,
And you said Whitney's his girlfriend, correct?
correct.
And how'd you know that?
From my friend.
So all your information came from your friend?
Yeah, just like your information came from your witness.
Actually, I'm the one asking the questions. I
Okay, I'm
appreciate
just
that.
saying. I'm
So-
asking.
I ask the questions, Judge Seifer
Yes.
comes in. Thanks. So you said it's dark, right?
I'm sorry.
You said it was dark outside.
Correct.
What time of day was it?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Mm-mm.
And you said my Mr. Terry is dark skinned
You're correct.
and it's nighttime. And yet, despite that, you see a gun.
Yeah, I see the gun. I see them pull his pants out, and I see him pass the gun to Whitney when she shot it.
What color was the gun?
I just said I don't know.
So you don't know what color the gun is, but yet you saw the gun be pulled.
I see the gun. I felt the gun. What are you talking about? How did my window
Hold on a sec. You felt it?
I'm saying yes. When somebody shoots at you and the glass break down, you feel that.
Actually, I appreciate your insight. I've been shot at a few times. Back.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. You're not gonna hear the shatter. You're not gonna feel that. Like the bullet is right there. You're not gonna feel that.
Can I ask the question?
Answer.
question,
I appreciate it. Is that daylight here?
This is a whole. They pulled up to my house the next day to take a picture. What are you talking about?
I'm asking you a simple
Okay,
question.
it's daylight, yes.
This is daylight?
Yeah.
Wait for him to ask the question,
So this is daylight.
and then
Correct.
respond. Well,
So
you gotta wait for me to finish directing.
I'm sorry.
You're doing too much.
Everybody's gonna calm down. Okay. So
Sorry.
you can continue.
So this is daylight, right?
Correct.
Okay. So the police didn't take a picture until daylight the next day?
They took 2 pictures. They didn't. First of all, it was a lot going on. They had other stuff. I don't know why they didn't take a picture. I had to call and tell them I found the bullet for them to come and take the picture of the bullet.
This is great. Mr. Morse said you're a great storyteller.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Mhm.
Sorry, Mr. Merch. You're a great storyteller. Let's run with that. You gave the police the bullet?
How did I give? I said I seen the bullet the next day because I know that they did not take a picture of me. And then before you cut me off, can I talk and finish?
I'm not saying anything.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead. I want you
Thank
to keep talking.
Like I was saying, the police the night that the window got busted, they did not. They took pictures, but it wasn't. They did not take a picture of the bullet. I went and like cleaned out the vehicle and seen that the bullet was right there. So I'm like, I called the person, the what was it? It was a booklet they gave me. What is it? You know, like when you get in an accident, they give you like a number for the, I don't know what it's called, but they gave me something that tells you like the case number and stuff like that or whatever. So I called them and told them he came out to my house and took a picture of it. That's what the picture says.
So you took a picture of the bullet the next day?
The officer came to my house and took a picture. I called him. He met me at my house and he came and took a picture of that. That's from the officer the next day. Because they did not take a picture of the bullet that day.
This is important. So the night you were allegedly shot at,
Mhm.
the police never took a picture of the bullet that night.
I don't know what they took a picture of. I just know that they did not take a picture of the bullet.
You said you're part of the team, right?
Yeah, to get him down.
To get him down.
Yeah.
Got you. Let's talk about the store. What store was it?
The liquor store.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's on Willow though.
And how far is the liquor store from my client's house?
Down the street.
So you know where my client lives because you sold it
Yes,
before,
I
correct?
know. They used to put. He used to. My friend used to pick him up from her house. All types of stuff. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, they have a baby together. Yes, I know where she stays at.
You know
Like,
what?
I know where she stays at. Her and him and my friend Pucks. Like, what are you talking about? Picks him up. Didn't know the daughter when the daughter came to the thing. She was like, "Oh, that told her mom. Oh, that's the one that braided my hair." Like, what do I have to learn from them? They know each other. I don't know him. I never met this man a day in my life. Never met this lady a day in my life.
Are you aware as police reports where you and your friend are stalking my client?
How am I
Objection.
talking?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Talking-
Oh, wait. Remember I told you about the
Sorry,
objection?
I'm sorry.
You said objection, so you have to stop.
Yeah.
It's not relevant.
Excuse me, Judge. It goes right to motive. It's completely relevant. How's it not relevant? Because it's not this
The
case.
question is whether or not
She's aware.
she is aware that they were stalking.
There are police reports where they
Show me.
Wait. Objection.
Sorry.
you said there's police reports alleging that this person was stalking?
Yeah, this person and her friend were stalking my client.
Okay, and so how was that relevant to assault with intent to murder?
It shows she has.
You did,
Am I talking to the judge? Your Honor, it
Yes.
shows that she had a motive to lie about what she's saying. If there's a history of stalking.
What's the history? Sorry,
ma'am, you don't. Do you need a
get
break?
that.
Do you need a break?
I do. No, I don't actually. I gotta
I was
go to
gonna say,
work. So I'm trying
we
to
can
get
get you
this
some
up.
water if you need a break. You don't get to object.
Okay,
Only the
sorry.
attorneys do. And I think you're okay. I think they got enough objections out here, okay? I don't see how that's relevant to an assault with intent to harm. You're wondering, but as to credibility,
Yes.
I'll allow for credibility.
Thank you. So are you aware that you and your friend who allegedly were shot that night have in police reports where you're stalking my client?
Well, anything with police reports, I'll be notified. I've been notified ever since this started. So where is it notified that I was harassing her? Thank you.
Actually,
That answered your question.
it didn't actually. It's a
Okay,
simple
well, I
yes or
don't know
no,
what to tell
ma'am.
you.
You don't know what to tell me, do you?
No, 'cause-
Because you're
It
lying.
sounds like based on your statement that you don't know of any.
Thank you. How do I?
No, I'm asking you.
Huh?
Do you or do you not know of any police reports?
No.
Oh.
Yes, mine.
Okay,
The
that's
one
all we
I
needed.
found.
That's
the
all we
one I
need.
found.
Don't say
Thank
anything
you.
else, just to know.
Thank you.
So you're at the store. What are you buying at the store?
Objection relevance.
What's the
Your Honor,
What-
she
what's the
says
relevance? It's not
You wanna
relevant.
see the
Wait.
transaction?
No, it doesn't matter what she was buying at the store.
Thank you.
it does, Your Honor, if I may.
Why?
Because number one, I don't think she was at the store to buy anything. Number two, if she was buying something that was liquor extra, it could affect her ability to see. It's important to know what she was
And I'm
buying.
driving.
You can ask her was she under the influence, but what she was buying,
Okay.
or and whether or not she bought something or not. I mean, she might have went in there to get some Smirnoff, and they didn't have the green apple, and she didn't want it. So I mean, that's irrelevant. You can ask her if she was under the influence, though. So the objection is the same.
How long were you at the store?
I don't know.
And do you know if there's cameras at the store?
Yes, cameras in every public place.
Where were you when you allegedly saw Mr. Terry pass the gun to the client?
I'm sorry. We closed the blinds on the door. I did just see our witness flip off the defendant.
Okay, off the record. Okay, back on the record. You can proceed, Mr. Amadeo.
Stop sign located that you said you stopped
I
at.
don't know.
How far was it from the
I don't
reference?
know.
There was no question, man.
Huh?
He didn't ask the question yet.
You just said how far was the stop sign from the thing? I said I don't know.
That's the question.
It wasn't finished. Do you know how far the stop sign was from the store?
No.
Do you know how far the stop sign was from my client's house?
No.
So you don't know where you were allegedly shot at?
No.
You couldn't tell us the street?
I just said Willow. The
You
main
said-
street. I don't know the question.
And you said you took pictures yourself?
Yes, I did.
Did you give those pictures to the police?
They took me. No.
Did the police ever ask you to take any pictures?
No, I took pictures of I took pictures. It wasn't even a picture, it was a video.
Do you understand my question?
I said no.
Okay, so you never gave any evidence to the police, correct?
They didn't ask, they took evidence themselves.
I'm asking you.
No.
Okay. When did you take those pictures?
The same night.
How far was my client and her boyfriend when they shot at you allegedly?
1 or 2 houses down.
Well, to be clear, at night, is this all true? At nighttime, you allegedly saw a gun you can't describe shoot the back window 1 or 2 houses down. Is that all true?
Yeah, it is.
You don't see the issues with that?
No. What? Tell me what issue you have with this.
I'm actually asking the questions, but
I'm asking
I guess the issue I have is how can you describe a gun, but you're trying to put it in this personal way?
because it was just them two on the street, and my thing isn't I didn't had multiple vehicles, they never been shot, so therefore that answered your question.
Actually, it didn't.
Okay,
Thanks.
well, I don't know.
All right.
Sorry, I do need to object to comments like actually did things and stuff like that.
I'll withdraw. I
Thank
apologize.
you.
Just seems like trying to rile.
Like yeah, like I'm
Objection is sustained.
How long after allegedly being shot did you run after Mr. Terry?
When the police got there and he walked towards where he seen us at.
How long after was that?
I don't know. I just answered how, like, you want me to, I'm telling you.
How long were you in the store when you saw my client and boyfriend?
I don't know. Don't you, like, it's cameras in the store to see everything. Like, you didn't do that before coming to this with your client?
Actually, I'm gonna ask the question if that's okay.
Okay, ask him.
You said it was a rental car?
Yes,
Where'd you rent it from?
Enterprise, one building.
When did you return it?
The 6th.
Okay. And did you get documentation that the window was shot out?
Yes, I did.
Did you provide that documentation to the police?
Yep, no, not to the police. They took their own documents. How many times do I gotta keep telling you that? I took my documents for my safety. They took their own documents for me.
Ma'am, I'm trying to ask
I'm
questions.
telling you, I'm telling you though.
So I simply asked you,
And I simply just answered. Very
where
simple.
did you return the car to?
Enterprise, I just said that.
Was there an accident report at Enterprise?
I don't know.
Did you ever report an accident at Enterprise?
I don't know.
Did you tell anybody at Enterprise about the alleged shooting?
Yes, I did.
Who'd you tell?
The people that I don't remember what I talked about when I returned the car.
How many people have you discussed the situation with, do you know?
Nope.
That's
Redirect.
Yes. Are you aware that you've never, at least in this county, been charged with stalking or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I know that.
And are you aware that anyone can call the police and say anything they want?
Yes, I know that.
Now, have you produced everything that the police have asked you to produce?
As far, yes.
Has there ever been a time where the police have said, "Can I have something from you?" and you said, "No, you can't"?
No, I let them come into my home multiple times, pop up, like I'm not hiding anything. You want to take pictures? I told them I was returning a car back on the station to go up there and talk to Enterprise. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be wondering why it's a bullet in there anyway.
Now, when you said you were part of the team, did they give you a badge and a gun and say,
No.
"Take the oath of office"?
No, I just synced them and I told, I wanted the police to know that this is who I synced that night. And that's why I followed him, because he was running away. Like me going, I didn't touch him, didn't interfere in the arrest or nothing.
So, do the police take orders from you?
No,
Do you have any control over how they investigate
No.
crime? All right, no further redirect.
thank you.
Can I just ask one rate cross based on his questions?
Okay. Again.
Do you have any issue providing your phone to the police to review all the evidence from that night?
Nope.
So you'll go do a forensic come to the police
Yeah.
for your entire phone?
Yeah, for my entire phone. And I do a lie detector test too.
Great.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
And I'll pay for it too.
You know, ma'am, you don't need to.
I'm
Watch your mouth.
sorry. But
This
I'm
is
not,
not-
will pay for
We
it.
are not in the streets.
Sorry.
This is a court.
Well, he acting like we in the streets.
So are you.
I'm sorry, and I apologize.
Okay. Do any redirect?
No, thank you.
May this witness be excused from the stand?
Yes.
Ma'am, you may-
That's work.
Yes, Your
Thank you. Thank you. You may be excused, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Call your next witness.
People call it Quaisha Owens.
I'm from the hill, but I'm not from that town.
They're gonna go up those steps and look towards the judge, and she'll swear you in.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? You can have a seat. Okay, let me give you some instructions. There's a microphone that's in front of you. That microphone is so that the system can pick up your sound. It does not amplify your voice, so all of your responses must be loud and clear, okay? All your yes or no questions must be answered with a yes or no. We cannot record head nods, head shakes, or mm-hs and uh-huhs. Do you understand that? And then if there is an objection from any attorney, you must stop speaking immediately. Do you understand that? The reason why you must stop speaking is because the objection requires me to make a ruling on the evidentiary issue and see if you are allowed to answer their question or not, okay? State your first and last name, spell both.
My name is LaQuisha Owens. I'm gonna spell my name
Yes, please.
Naquuusha. Last name Owens, Owens.
You can proceed.
I'm gonna start with some background information, okay? Do you know someone named Delaysia Thomas?
Yeah.
How do you know Delaysia?
Me and Delaysia went to school together years ago.
And are the two of you still friends? You need to say yes and no.
Yes or no? Yes. Me and Delaysia are still friends, strong friends.
Do you two see each other frequently?
Yes.
Now, do you know someone named Canvas Terry?
Yes.
How do you know Canvas Terry?
Because me and Canvas Terry had, I'm not gonna say relations, but we might have a child together.
So you have had sex with Canvas Terry?
Yes.
And you've had sex with him multiple times?
Yes.
And you have a child who you believe might be his?
Yes.
Okay. And Canvas Terry, do you see him in this room?
Yes.
Could you please tell me where he's sitting and describe his clothing?
Canvas is sitting right there, over here to my right, and his clothing is, he has gel attire on, he has short hair, twisted up.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, could the witness, could the record reflect that the witness has identified Mr. Feigelson's client as Canvas Terry?
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, so voted.
Now, do you know someone named Whitney Allen?
I don't know her personally, but I've heard of her because of situation. So,
Okay, so you are familiar with the
Whitney,
person,
yes.
okay. And have you seen Whitney before today?
Yes,
And do you see Whitney in the room right now?
yes, I see Whitney in the room right now.
And could you please tell me where Whitney is sitting and describe her clothes?
Whitney is sitting to my left, and she has on a black shirt with flowers on it and like a lace on the top of her shirt, short hair.
Your Honor, for the record reflect that the witness has identified Mr. Amadeo's client as Whitney Allen.
Stipulated for legal purposes, Your Honor.
Identification's noted.
Now, you are familiar with her. What do you know? Do you know anything about Miss Hallam? And terrible question. Do you know if there's some sort of relationship between Candace and Whitney?
Yes, I do know we've been in a relationship. Yeah,
Like what kind of relationship?
I can put it, a dating relationship.
Now we are going to talk about July 4th of this year, okay? Is that a yes?
Yes, sorry.
You're fine. That's just how people talk.
It's okay.
July 4th, did you find yourself with Delaysia Thomas?
Yes,
And did the two of you at some point wind up at the Save On Market?
yes.
The Save On Market, what is that?
The Save On Market is the party store that is on Willow Street.
And is it in
Also,
the,
no,
and is it in the city of Lansing?
yes,
Is it in Ingham County?
I don't know.
But it's in the city of Lansing and it's on Willow off of Norfolk. Now, when you went to the Save On Market with Delaysia, were you with anybody else?
When this happened, no, I was just with the lady.
When obviously we're here to talk about a shooting. When the
Yeah,
shooting
I
happened, you
was
were
just
just
with
with
the
Delaysia.
lady. Yeah.
Okay. And when you went into the Save On Market, did there come a time when you saw or encountered Whitney and Candace?
I saw them, but I didn't encounter with them in the store. I
Okay.
just walked past them and went to go get what I came to grab.
So when you went into the store, you saw the two of them.
Yeah, they were at the corner at the counter, pants or something.
And then you went to get something that you were going to get for yourself.
Yes,
Thank you. Even better. And then did you ultimately make a purchase for yourself?
yes, I did.
And
I
when,
think I bought a pop, or no, I bought a Red Bull, actually, a white Red Bull.
okay. And at the time you were paying for your Red Bull, were Whitney and Candace still in the building?
No, they were not in the, when I went up to pay for my Red Bull, they had walked out.
And after you left the building, did you leave the building with Delasha? Or
You
you
mean
Delasha? With Delasha.
Yes, I did walk out with the laser.
I apologize. You're wearing the
Okay,
necklace.
yeah, I know. I'm got my deflation.
Anyway, so you and Delasha left the building together. And then when you were outside, did you eventually see Candace and Whitney again?
Yes, they were standing at, so the store, door is like, okay, you're walking out, and then as soon as we walked out, we seen them actually, they were standing at the, kind of like by the corner of the store, like not on the store, but like farther away from the store, but on the corner of the same street as the store.
And then did the two of you get into a car?
Yes, we got into a black Nissan.
And was that the car the two of you came to the store in?
Yes,
Who was driving the car?
the lady.
Where were you seated in the car?
I was sitting in the passenger seat,
The front passenger seat?
the front passenger seat.
And at this time, did the two of you begin to leave the store?
Yes,
And at any point in time, did you come to see either Candace or Terry with a weapon?
no.
No, you did not see that.
No.
Did anything unusual happen while you were in the car?
Well, oh, you said, did I see them with a weapon, Canvas
Yes.
or Whitney with a weapon? Actually, yes. So when we were pulling off and we were going back to where we came from, me and Whitney had some words exchanged, and she felt the need to pull out a gun. She grabbed it, he handed it to her, and she pulled it out and fired at the car.
Okay, so when you said you exchanged words with Whitney on the way out,
Yes, not on the way out, while I was in the car, when I seen her, we was right up past, and I said something to her. And then she, I don't know if he told her, here, get this, or whatever, but I did see him pass her the gun.
so you're on were you moving in the car when you said something to her?
Yes, we were moving in the car, we were leaving.
And were you like yelling something out the window?
I did yell something to you.
What did you yell?
I ain't gonna lie, I did tell her I should smack her.
Okay, so you yelled out the window that you should smack.
Yes, I did, because she tried to run me over previously.
Well, we'll stick with this incident, but because of some prior animosity, you yelled out, "I should smack you."
Correct.
And then did she say anything back to you?
I didn't hear if she did say anything back.
And then at this point, did you see Candace do anything?
Canvas, while we was riding past and I said what I said, I seen Canvas reach out of his pants or by his pants or something like that and handed her the gun, and that's when she opened fire towards the back of the vehicle.
Okay, so you saw Candace and a gun toward you.
I did.
And did you see where Candace retrieved the gun?
Where he pulled it from?
Yes,
I told you, the side of his pants.
side of his pants. Were you able to see the gun before he removed it from his pants?
No, I just seen a hand motion and I seen something going to her hand, and then I heard fire and I opened fire. Like I was looking outside the window at them while the car was moving. Mind you, I'm not driving, so I can look. and see it.
So I do need, it's just one of the elements of one of the charges. I need to get a sense of where he was keeping it. So
In his pants.
before,
Okay, look,
okay.
you want me to be on the
So-
specific side?
Your Honor, I'm gonna object to leading and testifying. He just said, one of the elements is this, I need to do that. He's literally.
I
coaching me to say
explained-
what he needs.
I did not say in order to get this element, you need to say this. I said, I need to ask questions in order to figure out if an element is present. She's not an attorney. She has no idea what charges I'm seeking to proceed on. And I did not explain what she needs to say in order to establish certain elements. I explained why I need to focus on where the gun is.
Right, the objection as to leading is sustained. You need to rephrase your questions.
Okay. Now, prior to you seeing the gun in his hand, were you able to see the gun?
I mean, I wasn't able to see the gun because it was kind of towards dark outside, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it wasn't broad daylight, but it was, I say like what they call it evening time, going on nighttime. It was around, I don't even remember what time it was, but I got proof on my phone, so I got exact time.
So I guess my question is, you indicated he took it from the side of his pants.
Mhm.
That yes?
Yeah.
And before he reached down to the side of his pants, did you see the gun in the side of his pants?
I didn't see the gun on the side of his pants. No, I didn't.
Okay, thank you. Now, did you see the gun out? So at what point did you realize that it wasn't?
When I seen it get handed to her, mind you, she's not dark. It's dark outside, but I could see what's in her hand. You see what I'm saying? So I seen the black object. It looked like a little handgun, like a Taurus or something. It was a black object, and it was handed into her hand by him. I did not see it on him while we was in the store or anything like that, but I did see that he handed her the gun.
And then after he handed her the gun, did she do anything with it?
Yes, she opened fire towards the back of my friends who were in the car, and shot at the back of the window and bust the window out. And there was also a bullet hole in the car.
Okay, so do you recall how many times she fired?
Once,
And how long after the gun was handed to her did she fire?
ASAP, as soon as possible.
And was the car moving at the time she fired the gun?
Yes.
And what did the two of you do after?
The
and
gun
when
was
they get you
fired.
back? You indicated that it hit the windshield. Did it cause damage to the car?
Mhm.
So yes.
Yes. Sorry.
What sort of damage did it cause to the car?
It busted out the back window of the vehicle. So the rear window, it busted out and shattered as well.
And what did the two of you do after this rear window was shattered by the gunshot?
Well, since it was my friend's rental and it was damaged, she pulled over and called the police. And they did.
And did you also speak to the police?
I did.
And did there come a time after or while speaking to the police that you saw either of the defendants again?
Yes, I seen Candace come around the corner with his daughter. If he knows me, see what's going on.
And then what did you do, if anything, when you saw him?
I stood here. I'm not about to chase him. I mean, they can handle it. The police started here. They did their job. They did their job.
And then did you see how the police handled the job, or did you just let them do it without watching?
I let them do it without watching. I stayed on the other side.
I have no further questions.
Good morning, so.
Good morning.
So as you indicated, you have a relationship with Mr. Terry, is that correct?
Something.
And you believe you said, if I understood you correctly, he may be the father of your child, is that correct?
Correct.
Nobody's certain of that, is that correct?
Yeah, we'll find out on the 4th if he's able to go.
And let's turn your attention back to July 4th. That's why we're here today. So you're at the Save Mart, is that correct?
Correct.
And that's like a liquor store, is that correct?
Yeah.
And you bought some Red Bull, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you under the influence of any alcohol by then?
No.
When you said you saw them in the store, but you didn't have contact with them, is that correct?
Correct. I wouldn't know about my day.
And then did they, you know, if they saw you or said anything to you,
They saw me, but they didn't say anything to me. We made eye contact. But nobody said anything.
and they didn't say anything to your friend that was present either, is that correct? Delilah?
No.
And then you made your purchase and left. How long after my client or Whitney left with you?
I left. I say it don't take too long to go grab bread. So I say like 2-3 minutes.
A short time after that. And then you said you go outside and you get into your car, is that correct?
Yes,
And then at some point you said you had an interaction with Whitney over here, is that correct?
correct.
Is there hostility between you and Whitney before that?
With her, yeah, because of the situation. She got a problem with me. I don't have a
You
problem.
said situation, what do you mean by that?
Because of the situation with her boyfriend and my child might be his. She doesn't have to wait towards me. So
Okay. And then you said something to her, is that correct?
correct.
Okay. And you threatened to fight her, is that correct?
I threatened to slap her.
Okay. And let me ask you this, have you guys gotten any altercations in the past?
No,
And were you carrying that?
was I carrying?
Like a gun or anything?
No,
Are you known to carry it?
no.
And as that interaction, that threat was going, what did Mr. Terry do?
He stood there. He didn't say anything. Well, I didn't hear him say anything.
So he wasn't involved, essentially.
The only part where he was involved in was when he handed her the gun.
Right, well, I'm not getting to that part yet. So as the altercation was going on, you were threatening to fight her. He just was they're not getting involved, essentially, right? And then how long after that was we alleging that Mr. Terry handed Whitney about how long after?
After what?
You said, hey,
gotta
I'm
be
gonna,
specific.
as you said, I'm gonna slap Whitney. How long after that did you see Mr. Terry and Whitney? Was it seconds later, a minute later?
It was seconds later. Everything happened so fast.
How far away were you from them?
They was about to cross the street and we in traffic, so we on the side where they was about to cross the street at. You know what I'm saying? So
I
it's like-
follow you. I'm trying to get a frame of reference to distance. You say from where you and I to where I am, is it shorter or farther?
It was about the same distance.
So reasonably close.
Yeah.
And it was at about 11 o'clock at night, is that right?
Yeah, around 11, 10, 11.
So it was dark.
Yes, yeah, but I mean, it's summertime, so it don't get dark that fast.
But at 10,
It
11,
didn't look that dark.
so you were able to see, is that
Yes.
correct? And you said what you believe was a tourist get handed from Terry
It
to.
looked like a tourist. I didn't know for sure if it was a tourist, but it was a small hand.
Okay. Do you know if Terry regularly carries it?
No.
Okay. And then right after that, you said that there were some gunshots, is that correct?
Yeah, one gunshot.
And you don't know if she said anything, is that correct?
Who said anything?
Whitney
If she said anything to me?
Yeah.
No, because we was driving, so I didn't hear.
and Terry didn't say anything either, is that correct?
No, we didn't say anything.
All right, and you said you didn't call the police, but your friend did, is that correct?
Correct.
And they waited a little while, is that correct?
Yeah.
And then you gave a statement to law enforcement that night, is that correct?
Correct.
And you showed up today, is that correct?
Correct.
And isn't it true earlier today you gave my client the middle finger?
Correct. I mean, it's cameras, and I'm not gonna lie.
Why'd you do that?
Why did I do that? Because I feel some type of way. Yes, I did.
You're not happy with him, is that correct?
No, I'm not.
And since you talked to law enforcement that night, have you done anything else to law enforcement after July 4th?
Have I
Besides,
did anything
have you
else?
spoken to law enforcement since July 4th?
No.
Have you spoken with prosecuting enforcement?
Yes.
No additional questions, right?
Testify, there's proof on your phone.
Yes.
So what proof is on your phone?
I have a picture of the shattered window on my phone, the back of the car window.
Did you ever hand it over to the police?
No, not yet.
Oh, you waited?
Never asked for it.
They never asked for anything on your phone?
No. Plus, they went to my friend's house and took pictures of the car the day afterwards, and she told them about the bullet hole that they missed.
Oh, so they missed the bullet hole the night of the shooting?
Yes, we all missed it.
So you didn't see a bullet hole till the next day?
No, we seen it that same night, but the officer didn't come out to take the pictures until the next day.
So let me just get this straight for the record. Allegedly, your back window shot out. You report to the police, correct?
Correct.
And they don't take pictures till the next day?
I mean, that's them. They didn't come and take pictures until the next day.
So
I
they-
mean, it was a lot going on. We had an officer yell at us in the middle of the situation and say, I can't cuss in here, but he cussed at us and told us that he got somewhere else to be. So, I mean, it was a lot going on. So they missed the pictures.
Oh, who was the officer? Do you know?
I don't know, but I do have a picture of the license plate on the back of my of his license plate number on my phone.
And
But
the officer
it's
cursed
there
you?
right now. Huh?
He cursed at you?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
I can't say it.
You can
in here.
say it, sure.
You can say it.
I can say it.
Yeah.
He said, I don't have fucking time for this shit right now. An officer just got shot at, so we have to fucking go.
So the night of the alleged shooting, are you testifying that officer said, I don't have fucking time for this shit?
I promise.
Let's talk about. You said there's a pending custody case?
Yes.
Okay, when's that caught for?
It's the paternity test is on August 4th, sir.
August 4th. Okay. What are you hoping to gain by that?
What do you mean?
Are you looking for
hoping to
child
gain-
support?
Yeah, child support and clarity, yeah.
Okay, so you want money out of Mr. Terry?
Not necessarily money for real. I just want, clarity because beforehand we already talked about this. I shouldn't have had to go through the courts to, find this information out. You see what I'm saying? He agreed to just doing it at home and taking the test at home, and then it just came out of something. He just changed his mind. So now we got to go to the court.
You actually didn't you send someone to the jail to try and do a custody test or
Objection, relevance.
those credibility?
Yeah, at this point, she didn't already went on a rant about how to get the paternity, so might as well figure out what.
I didn't send anybody to the jail. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so nobody went to the jail to your knowledge?
No. I didn't even know he was in custody until today. Actually. Just wanted to text. Yeah.
Tell me what you said to my client that night.
I told her I should slap her. I said that, and I said that to him, and I said I'm gonna say to you. I told her that I should slap her.
Where were you when you said that?
I was in the car.
How far were you from her when you said that?
We was driving off, so I couldn't even slap her if I wanted to.
So explain this to me. I'm reporting to the judge. You're driving off and you just scream I should slap you?
Yes, I did.
How fast was your partner driving, you know?
The speed limit probably a little slower. You know what I'm saying?
Was there traffic?
No,
There was no traffic at all?
no, not at the time.
Okay. When you got shot at, was there traffic around then?
Nobody was behind us or really like in front of us.
But there
So,
was
no.
some traffic?
Yeah, you know, it's the 4th of July. It's people outside. You know, they're driving. So, but it wasn't like heavy traffic by us to where nobody else could get hit.
Hit any red lights or stop signs or anything?
Did we?
Yes.
No,
So there's no stop sign or anything?
not right here. No.
Okay. How far was my client allegedly away from you when she supposedly shot?
She was. Come back right here for me.
Sure.
No, right here. Where you just said.
Oh, here?
Yeah. She was at the corner. We was riding past. I'm on the passenger side. She was as far as you are.
Oh, so it was right direct.
Kinda, yeah. If she wanted it to be direct, but she hit the back window.
Okay. So it wasn't like one or two houses away. It was like right in front of you.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm good. Nothing further right now.
Read Eric.
Very record. Thank you.
Okay, minutes will be excused.
No objection there.
No objection.
This is sequestration order. That means you're not allowed to discuss your testimony with any other witness. Do you understand that?
Something
Absolutely.
correct.
This is a sequestration order, so that means you're not allowed to discuss your testimony with anybody else, okay?
Okay.
You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Call your next one.
The people call Hayden Hyatt.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
State your first and last name and then spell both.
David Plant, H-A-V as in Victor, E-N, H-I-A-T-T.
Officer Hyatt, how are you employed?
I am working with the city of Lansing.
And are you a police officer at City of Lansing Police Department?
I am.
And what is your role as a police officer?
I'm a patrol officer.
What does that entail?
I respond to calls from service that have been called for this one.
And how long have you been doing this job?
Approximately 3 years.
And were you working in that capacity on July 4th of this year?
I was.
And on that day, did you respond to a call that took you to the intersection of Lansing Avenue and West Willow Avenue?
I did.
What was the nature of this call?
It was a shots fired report into a vehicle.
And this location to which you reported, is it in the city of Lansing?
It is.
Is it in Ingham County?
Yes.
And were you given any information about who the accused was in this incident?
Yes. Officer Silver arrived on scene first.
So Officer who?
Officer Silver arrived on scene first and advised the accused were Whitney Hallam and Candace Terrace.
And were you previously familiar with Whitney and Candace?
Yes.
And without getting into the details, what was the nature of your familiarity with them?
I responded to their residents at 1319 Roosevelt last times regarding children or other calls for service.
And so as a result of those calls, did you know where they lived?
Yes.
And did you then sort of start to go in that direction towards where they live?
I did.
And did you make any observations?
I did.
What did you observe?
Officer Stover was at the intersection of Lansing and Willow, which is one street to the west of Roosevelt. I observed Officer Stover in a foot pursuit with Mr. Terry, and they began running northbound on Roosevelt towards their residence.
And you recognized that it was Mr. Terry who was being pursued?
I did.
And Mr. Terry, you see him in the room right now.
Wearing a black.
Okay. The witness pointed towards the jury box, which is where the defendant is seated, and so the record reflects when he has identified Mr. Feigelsen's client as Candace Terry.
In the objection.
None, Your Honor.
Objection, I'm sorry, identification is limited.
And when Officer Stover was in this foot pursuit, was he in his police uniform?
He was.
And did you hear him yelling commands?
Yeah, I heard him yell, "Stop, please."
And when he yelled stop police, did Mr. Terry stop?
No,
And to your knowledge, was Mr. Terry eventually apprehended?
he was.
And did you see him get apprehended?
I did.
And when he was apprehended, was he then compliant or did he continue sort of resisting?
He continued resisting officers.
And when you say he was resisting, can you describe what you saw him do?
I arrived on scene in front of 1319 Roosevelt, and I observed our officers from the Violent Crimes Initiative with their backs up, said police on it, giving him multiple commands to put his hands up in his back to be able to do so.
And when you saw him running, did he do anything that created what you viewed as a safety concern?
Yes, his arm was what we designated as called pinning. So he had his arm very close to his waistband. This is something that most people who are concealing either a weapon or contraband used to basically pull up the firearm in place while they're running.
And okay, so basically what you're saying is he was doing something that appeared as though he might have had a firearm.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. And how many back to him being apprehended? Did he need to be tackled? Did he voluntarily surrender to the police?
I observed him be tackled by an officer.
Do you know which officer tackled him?
I don't recall.
It's okay. And then do you recall how many officers were telling him to move his hand away from the place?
At least 3.
Do you recall who any of those officers were?
Officer Ellis and Officer Patrick.
Do you remember those two, but you don't remember the third person?
Officer Vanderwerf, I do believe.
Okay. Now, sorry. So you saw those 3, and were each of them giving commands for him to get his hand away from his waist?
I primarily heard Officer Patrick.
And were they eventually able to physically get his hands behind his back and cuff him?
Yes,
And to your knowledge, did they ultimately find a firearm on him?
they did not, to my knowledge.
And the location where this was happening was 1319 Roosevelt. Is it in the city of Lansing?
It is.
And it in Union County?
Yes.
Right, no further questions.
Good morning, Officer. Right. So you said you were on patrol that night, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And this was July 4th, is that correct?
Yes.
And you said on numerous occasions before that night you had came in contact with Mr. Terry, is that correct? And those were for various different times, whether it would be for child complaints or other things in this one, is that correct?
Correct.
Did you ever take a report with him regarding Miss Owens?
Last time.
Did you ever take a report regarding his contact or any contact he may have had in the past with the alleged victims?
I don't recall.
Okay. And said when you got there, they were talking to the alleged victims, in this case, other officers, is that correct?
Officer Stover, yes.
And do you know if he was being polite or disrespectful of those folks from the first ones?
I don't recall. I never arrived on scene with Officer Stover. Well,
Okay. And at some point, Officer Stover says he comes into contact with Mr. Terry, is that correct?
Correct.
And they all asked him to come talk to them and he ran, is that correct?
To my knowledge, he stated the accused arrived back on scene. And then I observed him I heard him over the radio advise that he was in foot pursuit with the accused. And I heard with my own ears, windows down, him yelling, I need you to stop.
Okay. You heard it through the radio, but you didn't actually see it, is that correct?
Yeah, so I initially heard his original transmission stating the accused arrived on scene and they were now engaged in a social pursuit. I was less than a street away. I had my windows down as I was already responding, and I could hear Officer Silver outside of my car yelling, "Stop!"
So you heard it, but you didn't see it. That's what,
And then I saw them running.
yeah, but you didn't hear the original. You heard it off the radio. You didn't actually hear it with your own in terms of sight. You heard it from the radio. That's what I meant. The original stuff.
initial.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. And you said you thought that he was carrying some sort of gun. Is that correct?
potentially, yes.
But he didn't have a belt on either. Is that correct?
I don't recall.
Okay. And you testified earlier you didn't find a gun anywhere at that scene. Is that correct?
Not my knowledge, no.
You know, if they checked that area to see if there was a gun,
I know that a search warrant was conducted on the residence as well.
and to your knowledge, you know, if they found a gun.
I do not recall. I was not a part of that.
Do you have a way of knowing that? Is that correct?
I haven't reviewed the reports, no.
Yeah. And who else was there when you first arrived besides Officer Stover?
On scene at 1319.
Yeah.
It was Officer Zachary, Officer Alex, and I do believe Officer Victor.
No additional questions, right?
Officer, did you have any contact with my client that night at all?
I did briefly.
Okay, can you explain that contact with him?
Officer Zachary initially placed her into my patrol vehicle. I then transported her to Lincoln.
Did you find any weapons on her?
I did not personally search her until we got to the jail, and I did not find any.
Would you have any knowledge about the search warrant or what was searched, or would that be not what you were doing that night?
They would have advised if they had located one.
Okay, so to your knowledge, there was no weapon there.
Correct.
Thank you, that's true.
No redirect on it.
Yeah, so you may be excused. Thank you. All your next witness.
Your Honor, that is all of the witnesses that people have here today. I now have two reasons for which I will be requesting it. As discussed prior, I do anticipate a report will be filed this week regarding the contempt of court. Also, after how the testimony came in today, I think I kind of jinxed it by saying it's going to be simple. I do want to, in the police report, the police described there being a security video that corroborates a lot of what our witnesses testified to today. I do think that before moving to bind over, anything to bolster credibility seems important. And as of now, we have some screenshots from the video, but we don't actually have the video as of checking yesterday. So I would like to have a second date where I could present this video that I do believe would really help the credibility of the two witnesses that we have. We of course satisfied our obligation to begin the exam in 21 days. We'll leave it to the court. Thank you.
Well, Your Honor, I'll object to the adjournment for a simple reason. They should have been prepared today. They have credibility issues now. He's looking to bolster the credibility with video because the inconsistent testimony was alleged victims. I think at this point, they have a lot of problems moving forward with this case. For that reason, I'll object. Obviously, you're the boss. I'll do whatever you instruct me to do. I think if they had this video, it should have been prepared today.
Judge, how adamant those echo those sentences, the counsel indicated, I do think they should have been ready in this case for over a week and a half. I'm surprised they didn't get this even after it was charged. In fact, we heard from the complaining witness how rude and uncooperative LB was to sir. I'm not holding Mr. McBean to responsibility. I don't think we do enough here. We can adjourn it, but I don't think that's fair. We're ready to go. I'm not going to be a
Well, the concern that we have at this point is there's a pending bond violation of contempt of court, which would mean I would adjourn it anyways. Because I need to have a detective provide evidence and support of proceeding on the violations, which we addressed in some regard at the last court date. The allegations again are that within minutes of being told that there was a mutual no contact order, that there were jail calls made in violation of that order. So to that extent, the request to continue is granted, and it will be granted in enough time to allow the detective to provide us with further evidence, provide you all with further evidence. I also now have Mr. Terry's other file that he could be able to on. Let me see. You know how long it's gonna take this detective to get information?
I touched base with her on this morning, either yesterday or this morning, and she believes she should be able to have it by tomorrow. It's Sarah Wilson, who every time I need a jail call report, they send it to her and says she's back.
Sounds good. Well, we might be able to move forward on the same date. Let's see. State of Michigan versus Canvas Terry 26-01915. You can stand out. Council appearance for this record. Are you going to appear on his behalf for this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have your appearance for this record.
Apologize, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Stephen Feigels on behalf of Mr. Terry today.
Okay, Mr. Terry, I have a felony complaint here. This alleges that on or about April 22nd, 2026 at 1319. You know why you don't know what I just said?
I wasn't in the midst of talking to him.
Yeah, why are you talking to him while I'm talking?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, you're not to be within 2,000 feet of wherever Ms. Howell is, nor are you to have anybody contact her on your behalf. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see, we need to reset or continue, I should say, the co-defendant matter. And I guess it's convenient that the co-defendant is also the victim on this, so we should have both of them here on the 6th of August or the 13th of August. What day do you want to continue to?
Our request is 6. I'm likely to be on vacation on 13.
Will they let you have vacation?
Go in there and beg.
Does that work for you, Mr. Amadeo?
What time will that be, Your Honor?
It's scheduled for 8:30 for probable cause conference.
Oh, I'm the continuation of the prelim.
I'm sorry? They don't- exam. They don't want- She's got, we're trying to figure out what date to continue the exam. You see?
So the 6th and 8:30 will be a continue of our exam.
Well, we can do that. Normally, the victim doesn't have to appear for a PCC, but I would, I guess, would order her. You're saying you're not going to be here for his exam date on the 13th, because that's his original exam date. I can't reset that because you have vacation.
We'll sort it out.
And I
So
guess,
does the 13th work?
no, I'll be in trial the 13th. I can make the 6th work.
So I think I can make the 6 work, but I do know the statute.
He's gonna be here on 13th.
Right, but I do, what I was gonna add is that if we know we were victims here, I think the court will, for a preliminary exam, freedom allows us to start the exam with the 6.
And I guess, Your Honor, my only concern right now, as far as the 13th. I apologize, I'll get the
He
date.
said it doesn't work for you on the 13th. You need the 6.
I need the 6th, but
I think everybody needs a 6. All three of you.
Yeah, I'm on board with the 6.
The 6 it is.
6.
6 it is. And I was just gonna say, Your Honor, when his prelim comes up, the irony, which I'm sure you see, is that my client is the victim. And I don't know how I feel about her testifying. Of course, she's gonna abide by the court order, but I'm also concerned that
Well, if we do this on the 6th, by the 13th of the exam, that'll be done. I don't.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep, I am.
Yeah. If you want to represent her on her matter as a victim, that's up to you, but she's not getting an appointment for that.
Nope, I understand. I'm gonna do some pro bono work. I'll be okay.
Yeah, you are known. Specifically in this courtroom. Okay, so we'll proceed to continuation of the exam on the previous matter. On the 6th, probable cause conference on the home invasion will also be on the 6th. Any additional matters for today's record?
I think that, speaking with Mr. Feigelson, we would be fine with doing the preliminary exam on the home invasion for Mr. Candace on the 6th.
That's fine, we can address that on the 6th. We can do everything on the 6th.
Because I do think there's one thing we may need to go on the record of. I know Ms. Nat made someone in my office aware, but I just worded it a bit. At some point between the hearing that I guess at one portion of the examination of the alleged victim that just testified was watching on Zoom the first witness testifying. We have a certain restriction. I don't think she can watch the testimony.
Wait, who said, Who said someone was watching?
My understanding is Miss Nash, Mr. Marshmita, and Miss Schroeder from my office. And I got the
Your
email.
Honor, if I may.
Okay,
Last, I was. sorry.
God, I was gonna say, how did Miss Nash know she was?
I-
Oh, okay, that's what I was wondering. It was like, Miss Nash, how did you know?
Now, to clarify, Mr. Marshmina is indicated that because she is a crime victim, she would have the right to observe court proceedings.
And I don't think
It's
that's.
But it's
my
not my
understanding
file,
that
so
the
that's why-
first victim was watching the YouTube stream of the second victim's testimony. And the Crime Victim Rights Act indicates that we need a showing of good cause in order to sequester a crime victim, and that we cannot sequester them after they testify.
Well,
But that was before she tested.
yeah.
No, my understanding is
she was watching the other young ladies
Can I-
testify.
so.
Wait. Look, Miss Amadale didn't get an opportunity to respond.
Either way, your order's been violated for
Yes.
sequestration.
Agreed.
No, you never made a finding of good cause to sequester a crime
God.
victim.
No, you have to ask for her not to be sequestered. I don't have to find. That's
No,
how that works.
it's-
There was a sequestration order. At no time did you say, Your Honor, we would like to not sequester the crime victim. That's when so
If I may be heard.
you
the
didn't
crime victim-
objection. You did not object to
The Crime Victim Rights Act says that my interpretation, and I apologize clearly, I will remember how the court interprets it in the future. My interpretation is that it says a crime victim cannot be sequestered unless there's a showing of good cause. I interpret that to mean that the party moving for sequestration needs to make an affirmative showing of good cause. That was my understanding of.
If that was the case, why did she gotta watch it on Zoom? Why she couldn't watch it in here?
Can I respond to that?
You can.
There's a problem here, Judge. Because whatever his good cause argument is, he has to run it by you.
No, the good
Just think
cause
there's
is
good
to
cause.
No, it's
sequester her. It's not to not sequester.
What he's saying is that the court has to find good cause to sequester her.
And I think you did.
I
do good
think-
It
cause.
says it in
What-
the
And the good cause was she's a witness in this case, and we should
That's
give you
true.
full-
That is true of every crime victim who's a witness.
We have a case with major credibility issues where they said your own cop cursed at them. There's no gun, and now they're watching on YouTube.
And that
How
would
is
have
our
been
client
good
gonna feel
cause.
shake
You
here?
didn't- You didn't make.
I didn't know she was watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right. I am now
You all can
understanding
brief
that
the
the court
issue.
would like.
You can
for
brief
me-
the issue because you all are very animated. Brief the issue. These two witnesses were in a car with each other, allegedly friends. Allegedly, one person doesn't know about anybody other than what her friends telling her, allegedly based on her testimony. The court would absolutely find good cause to sequester these two.
My- I
They
was
never
under
should
the
be watching each
impression
other's.
That there was not an order unless the court affirmatively made a finding of good cause.
I've never
So,
in my entire life issued a sequestration order, but the victim could watch on YouTube.
Right.
That was my understanding of the reading of the Victim Rights Act.
That the victim could watch on YouTube.
affirmative- Yes, that was my understanding, that the victim had a right to be present, and then the affirmative finding of good cause needed to be made to sequester them. I will not approach it that way in the future. To the extent the victims violated your order, that was my fault, that was not their fault.
But our client is prejudiced.
Right.
You didn't run it by the
That's
judge.
a credibility argument
No, it's
that,
not.
It is a credibility if I decide that his interpretation of the Crime Victim Rights Act is correct. At this point, it's not, because you're gonna both brief all three of you are gonna brief the issue.
can I just clarify one thing? The witness who was watching was after she testified.
Witness is
So the
watching.
second witness did not watch the first witness's testimony.
I thought that's what you were saying.
That's what I thought, Your Honor. I apologize.
No, it was as I got an email from Ms. Schroeder while the second witness was testifying.
Which
that the
witness
first
was-
witness was watching the second
The
witness.
one that left, but I,
Thought she had to go to work.
to be
The
clear.
one with the boots on was watching, is what you're saying? Yeah.
To be clear, Your Honor, all I was doing is walk out the hallway to get a breath of fresh air.
And now you're a witness.
And now I'm a witness and I.
Then you gotta be
felt my-
subpoenaed for the briefing that's gonna happen for that motion.
I will admit, I emailed Miss Nash and Mr. Marshmina because at the time I may have been mistaken. I wasn't sure what was going on because obviously I'm not party to this case. But I felt that as an officer of the court myself was like.
We respect it.
And I don't.
My reading, in fairness to Mr. Archerina, my interpretation was the same as his, but again, I didn't know all the facts of the case, and I don't know. But I did forward it to Mr. Feigelson, so I was like, hey, just so you know, and.
No, I'm not made, your reading may be accurate and Mr. Martinez may be accurate. I'm not 100%
I just
sure at
wanted
this point.
everybody to be clear.
I'll
I'm not going
allow
looking
them
for
to brief that
trouble.
issue. And then if I determine that his reading is correct, then that is a credibility issue. I don't feel that it heightens the other credibility issues we already have anyways. So it just, this is the case that requires the most, I guess. So we'll address that when you file your motions. Thank you for letting us know, Ms. Schroeder. We did not mean to pull you in as a victim to any contempt of sorts. You don't have to, you can have a seat. You're off the hook. Okay, any additional matters that we gotta address today?
I'm sure there are.
I have one and
I
got issues.
He's asking for what?
A reduction in the bond in the present case. You know, the case that we just got right now with the 20,000 cash surety. He's asking for a reduction in bond.
Based off what?
The testimony that we heard today, and I think there's some significant credibility issues with regards to they're not able to meet their burden items for reduction.
I don't know if that's where I am, but you can respond.
Well, I think first that I think that the heightened emotions is consistent with having been shot at by.
I don't know. I think.
Well, okay. Well,
I think I'm not talking about the heightened emotions, but we've had many people in court that's been shot at. That was just ratchet behavior of an epic proportion. It has nothing to do with being shot at. It has to do with home training.
My alternative argument might be a little more persuasive to the court, and that is that Mr. Canvas Terry immediately violated his court's order while he was in custody, and therefore cannot be trusted not to violate the court order if he is not.
I think that is my foremost concern, is that if I tell you're not to have contact with Ms. Hallam, and then within 4 minutes, the allegation is that you're on a jail recorded call having contact, and then conspiring to get a fake number so that you can continue to have contact. You're not trying to follow court orders. What's that? What are you doing? That's up to your attorney.
Judge, a couple of things he had asked me to point out, I think it is pertinent. He does have employment, Your Honor, he does have a home to take care of. That's my understanding, not anywhere involving the alleged victim in this case, or anywhere near the other alleged victims in this pending case. I still believe that actually.
It's warranted based off what? Because we have a contempt hearing pending.
There are allegations at this point.
On a recorded line.
I still have not heard the calls.
I can play.
He can play them. He offered that last time.
I know, but I still want to hear them on my own.
No, just you brought it up. We can do it right now.
Can she go to the bathroom?
Oh.
Back in the and I didn't want to disrespect court, but I'm concerned it's going to be
Yes,
45 minutes.
it's not her contempt at this point.
So, but can she go to the bathroom?
Judge, my issue is people should have already turned this call over to us now. No,
First floor.
they've had this call for a week and they haven't turned it. So I don't think I don't have an issue with them playing it here, but I would like to hear it before the court hears it. And he has not turned that over to us as we were the call last week. In fact, he has the call.
Well,
Mr. O'Donnell,
what's the holdup or turning over the call?
The process is for Detective Wilson to listen to the calls and make a report and then load the calls into Axon, and then they're conveyed that way. I just went onto the website and snooped and alerted the police to the fact that there could possibly be an issue there. And Detective Wilson has already, I think, given you multiple jail call reports this week. So
The jail call log is like blowing up. I don't know what's going on inside the jail. I don't even know why word hasn't gotten out. Like maybe you could do this in other counties. Who probably shouldn't try it in Ingham County because the prosecutors have time to check and do check.
I don't have time. I just do that.
No, you do have time because you made it happen. So, and that's what should happen. But what should really happen is that you follow the court order and not, or even if you thought you got tempted to violate, that this call is being recorded as a reminder. Like, whoa, you had something else? His hands were raised. Maybe the Ingham County should just hire a prosecutor just to listen to Joe.
Oh, his name is Adam Fire.
Well, Pfeiffer has to have other things to do. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
I don't think I have anything else on this issue, but I understand Mr. Marchmean was polite, but I still think he could have, as a courtesy, sent that to Mr. Amadeo this past week. I know other prosecutors, including Mr. Pfeiffer, have done that. And I
don't know what their policy is on that over at the prosecutor's office. Is that some violation of your policy to do that? I don't know.
It's not necessarily a violation, but it's courtesy.
No, don't tell me not necessarily a violation. Because he doesn't want to get himself in trouble. And just because Mr. Pfeiffer might push envelopes doesn't mean that Mr. Marchmina is going to do that. So I can't speak to that. I don't know if they're required to turn it over or if they're allowed to turn it over unless it's considered official evidence. I don't know.
I personally am more comfortable allowing the detective to gather the evidence and loading the Axon and then have our discovery unit send additional payments. However, I would happily sit outside.
Yeah, I'll say if you want to go outside and listen to it, he could do that. But I think turning it over might be what his concern is. And I can respect it. He has his own bar license he needs to protect. If you want to go out into the
I'll wait and do force your honor. That's fine. But yeah, just the point is that I expect things faster.
Yeah, you know what? This generation always expect things fast. Everybody wants instant.
Well, I'm an older generation.
Yeah, well, you're operating. You said I expect this things fast. Well, we don't.
Well, I guess I just.
You don't get. It's not a microwave situation. You don't get it instantly.
Right. Well,
so
reasonable.
A week?
I think
it depends. I don't know. It depends. If you got one detective who's doing all of the investigations on multiple violations of jail calls, and they got to listen to all these calls. And I'm positive that Detective Wilson has more than just jail calls to investigate. I'm positive that they don't have her signed to just investigating jail calls. So she's got to do that when she has less priority crimes to investigate, so you got to give time. So I don't think that that's reasonable. I think sometimes I've known it to take much longer. So she can maybe try to prioritize this because obviously the 6th is fastly approaching. This is the last week of July coming up. So Mr. Marchmead, I'm sure, is on her. He said he talked to her today.
I emailed her today and asked the status. Well, I emailed her today about. I give her a lot of things to do.
Got it. So
I think yesterday I asked if we could try to have this done this week, and she indicated that she believed she could have these calls.
So those calls will happen. And then you say your client has a job where?
LG Solutions.
What do you do there? I can't hear.
Oh, I drive high lows, which is forklift.
He says he's what?
It's a forklift driver, right?
He drives what?
Forklifts.
Okay, how long you been doing that?
We're doing that for about 5 months.
Oh, okay. So it's a new job.
It's a new job.
Yeah. Okay, you don't want to lose your new job, do you?
No, because it's hard to find a job with a felony. So
talk about it.
I finally found one. So
talk about it. Now we're using our brains. But you know how hard it could be to keep your job if you violate bond conditions? You know how hard that could be?
I can see how hard it is.
Do you understand that violation of bond conditions could place you in jail for 93 days in jail per violation? Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but now I do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't just violate and do what you want. Did you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so you're not just asking me to lower the $50,000 bond, you're asking me to lower both bonds. Correct?
No, Your Honor. I was actually lower the 50,000 bond. Because that bond 20,000 is I can work with that.
So you're wasting both to be reduced, right?
Well,
No, he said the 50,000. He said he's making good money with this forklift.
I think what he's asking
You gotta
here
say,
is
you gotta say that it's
I'm
business.
just concerned that maybe he really wants you to lower both.
Hey,
well,
whoa, are you tagging in?
well,
Some more pro bono?
Yes, I'm sorry. Steve, you want to say?
You represent.
Your Honor, may I speak? I've had this job for 4.5 months. It's a pretty good job. I don't want to lose it. I just talked to my supervisor the other day. I talked to my supervisor.
The other day, how you talk to your supervisor the other day? He came visit you.
No, call him from jail.
Well, I didn't I restrict your calls a week ago? How'd you call?
So what?
I restricted your calls, didn't I?
You did, yes.
You took my call on. It's like, what you mean? I can't make no phone call?
I'm about to scream.
No.
I restricted your phone calls.
Only attorney.
See, I wasn't. I didn't know about that.
Yes, you did.
But maybe I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
My attorney didn't explain that to me. He didn't, honestly. Because I thought if you have restricted calls, that means your phone won't work. Because I know somebody that's in the cell that have restricted calls and his phone don't work at all.
That's not a restricted phone
They didn't
call.
restrict my calls.
It's in the order.
The fact that they didn't like physically keep him from doing it doesn't mean he wasn't.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with that. That he understood that 100%.
Your Honor,
No, you understood it. You just said that your calls weren't restricted and you're gonna blame it on Mr. Feigelson because he didn't explain it. But if I was in the Zoom myself with you twice. I said no contact directly or indirectly with Ms. Hallam. Within 4 minutes, allegedly there's phone calls from the jail. So then I got to get back on Zoom and I tell you again, and then because of the temptations that you may have, I restricted your phone calls and said you're only allowed to have conversations with your attorney pending a hearing. What further things would Mr. Feigelson need to explain to you?
Your Honor, honestly, I put that on.
No, I asked a question like, what else was he supposed to explain?
I don't know, but I put that on Everything I Love. I didn't really understand that. I didn't know that I can't make no phone calls. I'm thinking strictly from her, like for her. Like, honestly, I didn't, because if I did know that,
If I tell you no phone calls except to your attorney, what does that mean?
Yes, I understand that part, but I really didn't understand it. Like, honestly, I didn't.
But I always ask, like a broken record, do you have any questions for the court?
Yeah, it was so much.
Did you say, yeah, I don't understand? What's so much going on inside the jail? What's happening?
Oh, it was so much going on. So my mind was just here and there, but I understand now. You put it straightforward. I didn't know I can use the phone, period. I didn't know that.
And you got an upcoming court date on the 4th too? Is that what's going on? A custody case? You weren't aware of that?
I just got word out just now.
Oh.
Like,
amend your bond on the case that we started today to 5,000 cash surety with GPS tether. Where are you gonna live?
I'm gonna stay with my mom until I get off tether.
What's her address? What's your name, sir?
My name is Andreas DeHason.
What's your relation to him?
He would be considered my stepson. I married his mom.
Oh, you got your stepdad in here for this?
He got stepdaddy. A little daddy, but you are.
All respect to you, sir, for coming and sitting through this. And so based off of co-counsel and his pro bono request, I will also amend the other bond down to 10,000 cash surety, making it so that you can attempt to post both bonds. Bond conditions are essentially identical. The only thing is different is who you're not allowed to talk to. You're not allowed to talk to Ms. Hallam on this file, and you're not to have contact directly or indirectly with either Ms. Thomas or Ms. Owens. You're not to be within 2,000 feet of wherever they are, unless you're reporting to your court date at court, okay? There will be GPS tether and victim notification if possible. You are to reside at 4 Poplar Lane in Mason, Michigan. I have your phone number ending in 7412. Okay, and that you will be reporting to work. And all of your court dates, you're not to use, purchase, or possess drugs or alcohol. You're not to have possession of a firearm, ammunition, or weapons of any kind. You must report to pretrial services within 48 hours of your release from custody. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing else on behalf of Mr. Terry.
Thank you. You're all set.
Met up at the Save-On just to buy a little drink. Canvas passed a weapon to her quicker than a blink. Whitney shot the rental car and pushed it to the brink. Malaysia chased him to the cops who threw him in the clink. The judge restricted all his calls, a missing logic link. He disobeyed the orders 'cause he didn't stop to think. If you violate your bail conditions, your whole life will sink.
And remember, only you can take a bite out of crime. Bye. Wow, that is a long list of names. Wow. Talk about a long list of names. I thought it would mesh with the very end of the song just like perfectly. Did it all. Hey, Bat Boy is back. Thank you very much for the super chat. And I guess since my timing is off a little bit, Bueller, meow. Bye.